Tashidele everyone. Now we will recite the Ngöndro liturgy together.
Guru Bema Bawo Gandru Zodan Tamje Ku Karanda Sonda Ge Ngaje Loy Tuje Gomba Rekba Ran Sharje Ngu Tala Dede Tadil Je Tadan Je Sil Jembe Dunje Namgaran Jembara Njuru Chelamanga Rezo Namji Medala Donje Jenjese Tendada Kam Zomzem Jena Semloma Denjingandonal Tezenenjo Benawaraja Mandojo Bezem Jela Purarendo Benal Jorenge Shinkajene Zodem Benjir Palamai Jejune Lungayen Danyo Menebar Dendezam Go Beden Laba Lejawai Dunjitala Nerede nyam gejenderu Taranjende nirdo bai Yelamanga rezo namji Medagen gozom jenjelo Medage gozom jenjelo Medage gozom jenjelo Lazo tininde jala lunguru de nyamdo saro na shugi.
Now it's time for us to exhale the still breath 9 times. We will do it together.
Lazo Tudo Barja Council je Mondo Social Saldam de Ne Danang de Chembe Shugi de la Sebada Ane Yabo Sero Na Shui Ani ta tarangi ani kasore Ngöndro sojen saldamda shibja re rende ani muso kale chela ani shuguyu ani tanda ngola ani diksi ani chama re ani shu sero na shuguyin.
We will now give a presentation on the visualization of the field of merit for the practice of Thuktuk Parche Kunsel, the Ngöndro practice that we are currently engaging on. Please give attention and carefully listen to the instructions. The current presentation will be an overall explanation on the field of merit. We will discuss all the details step by step in our coming sessions. For now, please listen to the overall explanation with due attention.
Nang Ngöndro ji sojen saldamda di ni mazo Rinpoche ni shuguyin. Ani tangpo dungi saja sozo yu dung de la ani saja hajang ge yidongwa zeba ani ngwe yangba marbor la so ba kayang meba ani di de ne karasa ore chuing yeshe ani tawi meba ya ni chunji sha de yure.
We will now begin the presentation or the explanation of the field of merit. First of all, visualize a vast open space in front of yourself that is beautiful, pleasant, and the surface of the space is smooth without any irregularities. And this represents the Dharmadhatu wisdom, free of all extremes.
Di ji la ni chu ji samla da chu di ji de la ani pasam ji shin ani pasam ji shin de yalga nga yo ba ani yalga re ji ani teng la me do be ma da ma tong tong yo ba o de ne ji sal mo dang go yo re an di ani chu ye la ji den de pa bu ye la je chun tu yo re ani pasam ji shin an za wa ji la yalga nga yo ba de chue tam ji ne lu ji la ni ye shen nga ye na ba ye de yo ba ye shen nga ya rang dang shar de yo ba ani tsemo den zo la me do pe ma da ma tong tong yo ba de ani jo jo tu zum je sang je dam je ani kar so re kora ma dong ge ba de sem je jun do nang ge yo ba yang ina yang ani ko ru kyun je ma go ba o ti sun do ge yo re ani den zo chu sa ma da ma.
In the middle of the vast open space, there is a pond, and in the center of the pond lies the wish-fulfilling tree. The tree has a trunk through which 5 branches spread out upwards, and on top of each of the branches there are 1,000 lotus petals each. The pond or the water endowed with the 8 qualities just mentioned represents the 8 qualities of the bodhisattvas or the Aryas. Likewise, the tree, the wish-fulfilling tree with 5 branches, represents the ultimate nature of all phenomena, essentially being one in nature but appearing or manifesting as the 5 forms of wisdom. Likewise, the 1,000 lotus petals on top of each of the branch represents the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and all the three times, working for the benefits of beings till the end of samsara, while not being stained or defiled by the defects or the faults of the samsara.
우스메도 베마 나마 동den지 지데라 네 생제자 삼로당 고고요레 신 누르보 림보젤런 조바 임바 어느 조시라 생게니니 제베 생게 제여 바제 살다 엔데 땡도 메도 베마 데 땡도 아니 니마당 다웨된 어데네 제살다 보고요레 데 가레 촌투고요레 세드 누르보데 아니 되좀 상제당 구름마제 권남베 도제 나는메베 doblaten네 로아 섬진된줄라 나칸라 강 메베니네 도돈 텔렌난 게 마당 메 도베만지 호델라 아니 가라서 그래 생게테 요바데 미제 바실라 왕토 바다 엔디데노 메데 베마 요바데 고르균지 마고 바다 니마단 다웨된 요바데 탑나샤라 송도 주고 요바 손도고 요레 어데야네 교우자는 삼나당나 쇼로나
In the center of the lotus flower with the 1,000 petals, which is on top of the middle branch, visualize a lion throne made of jewels and held up by two lions on all four directions. On top of that is the lotus blossom, and on top of the blossom are the sun disk and the moon disk. The jewels out of which the throne is made represents the supreme ability of Guru Rinpoche and all the Buddhas out of their unsurpassable compassion of benefiting all beings as per the inclination or disposition of the beings. The 8 lions upholding the throne represents the mastery over the 4 fearlessness. The lotus represents the purity or the unstained state, undefiled by the defects and faults of the samsara. Likewise, the sun disk and the moon disk represents the union of method and wisdom.
나서 되네 데댕도 아니 뭐 소소 싸울라마 임발라 남방 고르는 뭐지 나서실는 게 남바 이마제 아니 교우자는 살담는 쇼로나
Now, on top of that, visualize Guru Rinpoche who is in essence one's own root guru, while in appearance he is Guru Rinpoche. The form he is manifested is in the form of the subjugator of appearance and existence.
나서 되는 거는 뭐지인데 아니 가서 그래. 샬지 차니 샴니 요바레 아니 샬지 요바데 초담지 예네로 네 동반이 아니 선남면도 초담지 야랑신 초바 탐제단도 직 첨벌 저월라 아니 샬지 요바레 아니 차니 요바데 남 탑나 샤람니 이원네 아니 손님 저버지는 로그 맨다텔라 아니 자대그 요래 시암니 보데 네 잘보로답도 주대 요래 아니 레우 kunyengon도 줄밤 세진이라 메네벤도 온도 줄비 칸네 아니 삼년 코로 마동게 버는 도는 텔라 가드나 희행나 펴줘줘 남바요 바지 레데 요래 아니 구르 뭐제 고도데 karla mardang chamba je yore ani karla mardang chamba de korwe kyunje ma kwe na badang nyamba bada sheje cheme thaba yemban de la marbe dang to so yobate ani ningje shembe samjen je dodon tele tweda namba kondo ani nangyo badang samjen kadu ina ya lemme dang be sonje ja de yore o de le yemba chos samna dawrona.
Visualize that Guru Rinpoche has one face, 2 arms and 2 legs. His one face represents the ultimate single truth of all phenomena, sunyata, or the nature of all phenomena, that is emptiness, or free of all extremes. The 2 hands represents or symbolizes the completion of the twofold accumulation, the accumulation of merit and wisdom, through the path of the union of method and wisdom. Likewise, his 2 legs, which are in the position of the royal posture, represents that in attaining the result of twofold kayas and not caught in the samsara of appearance and existence, he is always ready to ascend to Buddha fields in order to benefit beings until the samsara comes to an end. His body is of white color with a rosy gleam. The white color represents the undefiled state, undefiled by the defects of samsara and the 2 obscurations. The rosy gleam represents his compassion that is always and unfailingly bringing about the benefits of all beings.
Ani dinda wangoro nomboche yani shalde karsore shila 초좀당 템바지 요래 조시 용발로 초유 넘버 또저 요바 디 가르르스는 고르 뭐지 닝제 전부니 강라마유 신도 강라 강돌린도 는텔레 는 남게 요바와 다 된대지 는 전도고 요래 딜라인 교스 는 삼나다로나
Guru Rinpoche's face appears mostly in peaceful form with a slightly fierce smile. His main appearance is that of peace with a little fiercefulness. This represents that while never wavering from the nature of compassion, Guru Rinpoche engages in Buddha activities and for the benefit of beings as per the inclination or the tendencies of all beings.
아니단 대제라 고르 뭐지 남자 된소라 선도 바이나 남자 남조 될라 상고 카르보 남데 요래 되는 상고 카르보 남바데 아니 김밤 어느 코르 남바도 지 휴요 바이나야 코르 주 레다 녀몽지 균네 마고바 어디 천도고 요바레 아니 되네 교 선도당네 쇼로나
Now let's contemplate on the garments of Guru Rinpoche. Guru Rinpoche is wearing a white gown as the innermost garment. This represents that though in appearance Guru Rinpoche lives a life of a layperson, nonetheless he is not defiled by the samsaric dharma, the afflictions and karma.
되는 대제라 고르 뭐지 남자데 동마 마르보 세게 요래 아니 강달 아니 동마 마르보데 아니 가서래 닌제 샘젠 뢰메당 와다 아니 도제전부 유베지 존재샤되게 요래 안데라 교스 섬나당로나
The second garment is the red gown. This red gown represents the great compassion out of which he never fails beings, and thus representing the great compassion of Guru Rinpoche.
대절라 퍼진 탱가 남대 유래 아니 퍼진 탱가 뭐요 바데 아니 상알라나 메바지 상알라나 메바마 상아지 아니 그래서 그래 저 말려봐 탐제 아니 쳔바다 아니 똑바 타르침바다 상아제 저 말려봐 탐제 고rum바지 진테가 봐 송기여 바데 총고요래 엔데를 교즈 공마셔로나
The outer brocade, which is in dark blue color, represents his complete realization and attainment in the mantra or sacred vehicle. It represents his accomplishment of all sacred practice and his full realization on the practice of mantra vehicle. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
되는 대절라 대절로 달라는 저거 남숨 저거 남자를 tango lago chebi choban nambo sun ndo marbo marsadi namba namshu de yure indi tenu gorumba je ani tenu sun la kebada laba sun la nyamlen tarjimba o din reji no tondi sondu yo bare indi la yang chot samno darona.
Next, Guru Rinpoche is wearing the three dharma robes that are in maroon and red in color. These represents that he is fully learned in the the three Pitakas, as well as fully completed the practice of three trainings. Let's contemplate on it for a while.
Teni dejala kera namde yore ani kera je lui madamba songde ba yoba nanshin do gurumba che chon yinelo tel kadu inayang masak bam dele ma yu shindo dodon chile nang yoba onde chondu yore dela chos ani dende yimba gomba shirona.
Next, Guru Rinpoche is wearing a belt which seemingly grasps the body of Guru Rinpoche, which represents that Rinpoche never falls from the abiding nature of tamatha and always engaged in the action of benefiting other beings. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
Teni de jala chelo de la gurumba je sawo je berram dagam ani dombo bo yoba je nande yore te teni karaso gore tele namba shi ane samjan tamje wangdo doba na samjan tamje la chinle je chabyo ba korwi kyunje mabwa na ya korwi samjan tamje lo da mini bi na ba de ane Tsondru gu yure de la kyos koma sharo na.
As the outermost garment, Guru Rinpoche wears a maroon brocade cloak, which represents that he has conquered all beings through the four Buddha activities, and also represents that though he is undefiled by the faults of samsara, nevertheless he does not fail the sentient beings of the samsara. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
Rinpoche je ola dine osha pema tongdo namde yo ba dongombo yo ba ane chokshi na ane pema je dama shi yo de rawa o tan de yo ane kazo re choje yingle maye shuno wang shi cho tamje nangzo yo ba o de Tsondru gu yo ba re dende la ane kyo samno dangro na.
On top of his head, Guru Rinpoche wears a hat, the Lotus Crown, known as the Lotus Liberation on site. The crown is blue in color and has 4 lotus petals in each of the 4 directions. The crown represents or symbolizes the inseparability from the Dhammadhatu as well as the completion of all the 4 types of vast empowerment. Now let us contemplate on this for a while.
De chala de dengdo ane nyingda yungu yore nyingda de ane tabna sharam nyi sunjire de yore de lan kyo samno dangro na.
Above it is the sun and moon. The sun and moon represents or symbolizes the wisdom and method. Now let's contemplate on it for a while.
ane de chala da ushe ni tsede la doje chaga ye hong doje yo bare de chodam je ne lu tongma ni sana mendo choba tamje dan dalwi yingde la 아니 고rumba 제 가도 이나야 내대고요 뭐 도초불에 마유 봐 디촌토고 유래 데라 쪼스 아니 공마셔로나.
After that, there is the half dorji, the top ornament of the lotus crown. The half dorji represents or symbolizes that Guru Rinpoche always abides in the ultimate nature of all phenomena, emptiness free from all extremes, never wavering from the state of emptiness. His mind inseparable from the Dharmakaya. So now let's contemplate for a while in this.
디닝도니 마자진 로낭데 유라 마자진 로데 아니 가르서고르 로나서 바요바 나신 아니 고rumba지 또 나마르미도 바 이셰텔레 이셴알라서 바 이에데네 가서고르 나마데 아니 차르데요바 이셴 남방가이 몰레 카두이나 야마요 바네게요바 어디 손두고 유래 딜라 조스 공마셔로나.
On top of that is the peacock feather. The peacock feather is multicolored. This represents that just like the various colors present in the peacock feather, Guru Rinpoche's non-dual mind also manifests as the five wisdoms. Guru Rinpoche's mind always abides in the nature of five wisdom, never wavering from it. So now let's contemplate it for a while.
나서 되는 데제라 아니 다르나조나 멜로나 제바 디고네네 다르나스 차르데바 요레 디 독젤레 마예 신도 아니 강라강도 지도도 텔렌난거 요바 춘도고 요레 데라양 교즈 고마샤로나.
After that, there are the decoration of mirror and various silks. This represents the compassionate activity of Guru Rinpoche, benefiting all beings as per the disposition or inclination of these beings. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
나서 아니 다가나진도 모르는거제 콜라 너는 조조베 겐제는도 요바 인장 아니 겐 가서 그래 르모제 겐담제야 군륜데라 용조 조바 요바지 나사고 요래 가인사나 나섬진 남라 강라 강돌사나면데 강라 강뇌베니 텔레데 난게 요바 언제 손두고 요래
Likewise, the body of Guru Rinpoche is endowed with the ornaments of Sambhogakaya, representing the activity of bringing about benefit to each and every beings according to their particular inclination. So while visualizing this, one should visualize the complete ornament of the Sambhogakaya. So now let's contemplate on this for a while.
Dini de jala Rinpoche cha yeba namgala charwa dang ani tela ni karasa gore doje zenga ba sarji doje zenga ba je ani namni chukde yore de karasa gore pume wang ani rangni ye tarchin ba da shen samchen tamche la ani wang kuru nyube je ani chile da tenpa o de sundu gu yore tela chus samna da wana.
After that, his right hand is raised towards the sky, holding a golden five-pronged vajra. The vajra represents that Guru Rinpoche has fully accomplished the vast empowerment as well as the Buddha activity of being able to bestow it to all other beings. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
Ani de jala Guru Rinpoche cha yunpa nyamshak nangbi ki kang la ani toba garbo duze keng deba je yore ani gu de kare zongu yore sedo zanang Guru Rinpoche chunyi le mayo shindu sangwa wang tamche rangi ki zoba tang shen la wang korwa la ani karsa gore chokdo wang wa yinpa o de sundu gu yore.
His left hand, in the posture of meditative equipoise, holds a white skull cup filled with nectar. This represents that Guru Rinpoche, through unwavering state of dharmata, has fully accomplished the sacred empowerment as well as empowered to bestow it to all other beings. Now let us contemplate on it for a while.
De jala ani karsa gore toba ye tengdo ani tsaye pumba ani tsaye ju nyuba nang ani tenpa je yode yore de sharab ye shege wang di ani Guru Rinpoche toba tarchinpa na shen yang di chile nang tukpa am shen di sala go nyuba je yoba wata de sundugu yore gyogze samna na.
On top of the skull cup is the life vase filled with the life energy and nectar. This represents that Guru Rinpoche has fully realized and accomplished the empowerment of wisdom and realization and has the ability to bestow the same to other beings as well as lead other beings to this realized state. So now let's contemplate on this for a while.
아니 대자라 bomba tendo ne norboje jinsanmando norboje kaje ne tendo yoba dende je kapja yure de wang shiba sangang rimboje ne zao zoba je dare de yure de la kyos samnodarona.
On top of the vase is a lid as the vase ornament, which represents that Guru Rinpoche has fully mastered the fourth empowerment, the empowerment of a long life. Please visualize this for a while.
Ani 대자라 karasa wara cha yomba de la kadamga yure kadamga de tene karasa wo chodamje ye nelo tongba nisan na me de shara ju paru de chema yumje na ba nang cha ba de ane pebe chulu shuba wa de chondu gu yubare de la kyos samla na rona.
Next, Guru Rinpoche also holds a khatvanga, a trident in his left hand. The trident symbolizes the abiding nature of all phenomena, emptiness, or the perfection of wisdom that is in a concealed state. So now, please visualize this for a while.
Ani kadam ji tsemo de la ani tsesum yobare ani tsesum yobade ani karasa wara wa tongba ni gyu tsema me ban rewa momba me ba che wa ta dende ji namdor kosum chondu gu yubare de la kyos samla na rona.
The top of the trident has three prongs. These three prongs represent or symbolize the essence, which is emptiness, the cause free of characteristic, and the result free of intention. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
Ndi wo de la ani choba kambo lomba nyingsum yore di de ni chobo longo chulgu che kusum chondu gu yubare wa dende la kyos samla na rona.
Below it are the three heads, a skull, a freshly shaven head, and a sabered head. These three represents the three kayas, the Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya. So now let's contemplate it for a while.
Ndi wo de la ani tarchang sana mindo tarnaso de ko ne ani changde ban dende je yore di kare chundu gu yore sidu zana Rinpoche semjin kora madongi pardo kanla kangdongi drodon chenle nangayoba o dendeje ni chondogoyobare ndilaya kyos nasamlo dharona.
Likewise, below it are the decorations of silk ribbons, damaru, and so forth, symbolizing that Guru Rinpoche always engages on the Buddha activity of bringing about the benefit of all beings till the end of samsara. So now let's contemplate on it for a while.
나서 대제 드니 Rinpoche ya tengdo baba chereza wangju longo yenamba shode yore ni shalji ni karesa gore chagshi ngono karbo yobaje shode yore ni Rinpoche ulle marek samji ni kanglo yobande kyoza na samlo darono.
Seated above Guru Rinpoche, just a few inches above, is Arya Avalokiteshvara in the form of Sambhogakaya, with one face, four hands, and a white complexion. So now contemplate and visualize for a while.
대제는 대등도 anu chobo nzaba me kono marbo longjo zobe ken danten baji ani kyozi nisanda mona.
Above Arya Avalokiteshvara, please visualize the Dharmakaya, Amitayus Buddha, adorned with the ornaments of Sambhogakaya and red in color.
Naso da de sumde la chogo tsaba me nongo cherese trugo bema june che ani cholong tur sum ani sigu bare.
So these are the three kayas, the Dharmakaya Amitayus Buddha, Sambhogakaya Arya Avalokiteshvara, and the Nirmanakaya Guru Padmasambhava.
Naso tini Ngöndro ji chene malane nyamdo soro nang.
Now we will continue with the concluding part of the Ngöndro liturgy.
Jabilo namje wasarenje dashin tile damje jongwara juru Jeye Rumba jembe jilnguru teje zanga jebe gewa tuzum zambe gezo gundum lame jangjom ningburu sonam diye daye zhuwa Chena Zangwe Barje Gunji Remye Lamje Juba Daraje Pema Jalbe Ngoba Nyurundo Viju Zanju Lame Jelam Nyela Yedam Gandro Ludan Jibje Chunyon Zombe Barje Gunzawan Chodun Ngöndro Drub Tajejom Oma Om Bazrangoro Bema Zede Om Bij Tele Jimbe Yejene Wazanyo Mekaye Dame Sonjo Wambejo Darangona Rajin Jun Beijing Jun Bema Chunyi Ngon Zum Jazir Delelo Nyanan Gon Bejal Men Ganjim Remban Zembe Bawo Dragins Chose Lo De Doje Lo Garanjur Dewi De Men Gombo Wendaye Nyenjendr Janan Be Modan Kozun Gon Jeme Dojens Kando Ju Be Zenjo Jelazo Zendango Yenamro Dalembe Judroja Jembe Dunzandr Dajen Ganyam Yejen Jadu Sendebe Madando Jevarajo Deyare Zenamje Zenlamla Deneng Na Yejen Jadu Soje La Mengo Ba Nyurdom Rajen De Nyelunje Rubarajo De Meje Dair Membe Manjo Rananda Bezando Barej Nare Yer Me Manju Nyumen Dene Nam Da Jendo Jevarajo Kando Jebe Jewa Dam Jendo Dore Yuden Dunden Dobar Yema Dado Jedan Jendurone Soljen Jubi Rawa Yobaraj Jendo Nene Nyembe Dundrum Zendere Zebe Jazo Ankalwar Seba Dambe Jeram Dunjin Shemben Jubla Jungala Membra Lavje Jendun Jore Memba Tamje Jamje Zanje Do Barajo Lazo Ne Tamje La Doji Shuyi Ne Kozo Dojana Ne Ngazo Chemba Jayong.
Thank you, everyone. Take care, and we will see you next time.